Project Grudge, Shadows Over the Sky, Wright Field, Ohio, February 1949. The conference room reeked of tension. Colonel Harold Watson closed the classified file and leaned forward. "Gentlemen, let's be clear," he said. "The purpose of this project is not to validate fantasies. It's to contain them." The file was marked, Project Grudge. The U.S. Air Force had a problem: flying saucers. In the 2 years since Roswell, reports of unidentified flying objects had surged. Pilots, radar operators, and civilians were all seeing things in the sky's disks, lights, cylinders moving with impossible speed and precision. The first inquiry project sign had concluded some sightings might represent interplanetary craft. That was a dangerous idea. Too dangerous. Sign was shut down. Now, under strict Pentagon orders, Project Grudge was born not to investigate, but to dismiss. The briefed mission of Grudge was deceptively simple: to analyze all UFO reports and provide rational explanations. But in practice, it was a debunking operation. The military feared public hysteria, especially with the Cold War heating up. Any belief in alien visitors could undermine confidence, and worse, might mask Soviet technology or psychological operations. So the Air Force gave the order: kill the UFO narrative, make it taboo science, discredit witnesses, bury the unknown. The reports, despite its mission, the reports kept flooding in. Case number 187, Fort Monmouth, NJ. Radar operators tracked a fast-moving object that defied aeronautical norms. Fighter pilots were scrambled and saw a metallic disc maneuvering at high altitude. Grudge dismissed it as a radar malfunction. Case number 319, Albuquerque, NM. 2 Air Force technicians saw a glowing orb hover silently before vanishing in a flash. Grudge filed it as reflected headlights. But some officers inside the project, men like Captain Edward Ruppelt, knew the explanations didn't fit. He would later write, Grudge was more concerned with explaining away than actually explaining. Inside the base, whispers began. Are we lying to ourselves? The secret tension be late 1949, internal divisions grew. Some analysts insisted the phenomena were real and intelligently controlled. Others were terrified of the implications and stuck to weather balloons, temperature inversions, and mass hallucinations. One unnamed intelligence officer wrote in a secret memo, "We are painting ourselves into a corner. If even one of these objects is real, and I believe several are, then the implications are vast. Yet we're told not to think that way." That memo never saw the light of day officially. The hidden handsome now believe Project Grudge was not just about skepticism but strategic misdirection. The Robertson panel, convened in 1953, echoed Grudge's tone: control public perception, filter the unexplained, use ridicule as a weapon. Meanwhile, deep black programs were being funded to investigate alien technology under far more secretive names: Majestic 12, Project Aquarius, Blue Fly. In this theory, Grudge was the smokescreen, a shield to cover real investigations happening elsewhere. The transition be 1951, Project Grudge was deemed ineffective even by its creators. A new wave of sightings forced the Air Force to relaunch its efforts under a new name, Project Blue Book. Captain Ruppelt returned this time with a more open mind and directive. The doors to public belief creaked open again. But Grudge never truly ended. Some say a Grudge Report number 13 was written detailing disturbing findings, psychological effects on witnesses, and links to non-human intelligences. The Air Force denies it ever existed. Legacy today, Project Grudge is remembered as a cold, skeptical chapter in America's UFO history. But some say its true legacy lies not in what it denied but in what it deliberately avoided. Because even in the files labeled explained, fragments of mystery remain: strange maneuvering patterns, multiple radar confirmations, physiological effects on witnesses. If Blue Book was the public face, Grudge was the mask. And behind that mask, the unknown still watches.